Welcome, welcome everybody. This is Tracy Dewar and I am live here on the GC here to deliver to you guys our Fighting for Better Health. We are on episode 3 with detoxing the liver. This has been an exciting journey that we have taken together. This was inspired by going out on the road to all the different locations between New Zealand and Australia and meeting the people in the field. We had outstanding speakers in every location with an amazing different topics in different locations. And so we thought we'd bring together every Tuesday night the series of Fighting for Better Health and expanding on the topic with our very special guest speakers. So if you haven't had the opportunity to see our first episode with Supporting the Back with Craig White, watch for the newsletter. If you haven't had a chance to see it, it's going to be in our newsletter coming up December 1st. And again, if you get registered, you will get the follow-up tonight's call, as well as I will have last week's call on there with our fantastic speaker, Gracie DeSensi, in gut health. We are changing people's lives, you guys, and it is amazing to see the difference. It's amazing to even see the orders coming through. It's amazing to see the people who are completely engaged with Fighting for Better Health. So just to set it up, my name is Tracy Dewar. I am head of sales of Youngevity Down Under. I'm also a Wallach Warrior, certified holistic health coach. I am an author to the Unwrapped Leader, as well as a podcast, as well as the personal brand. And I just love doing what I do. I love being able to give people a place and a platform to shine. And so today we are going to shine on the Wallach message. So I am going to just quickly here share a few things that are very, very important. Who is Doc Wallach? What is the 90 for life? And what is our promise? So if you just bear with me, I am going to do this as short and sharp as I possibly can. But I definitely think for those of you that are new for the first time, how powerful and how important it is to be sharing this at every one of our events that we do. And so if you just bear with me, I am going to put this on absolute and present to everybody. There we go. And one of my missions and values is teaching and educating people to show up more brave and more confident online and as well as offline, and being able to perform on platforms like this. Hence why we've created PowerPoints to make this a lot easier for our Youngevity distributors, also support all of our distributors in the field to show up online more brave and more confident by delivering content like this. And it all starts from living healthier here. And everybody on the call here, I just want to congratulate you for showing up. 100% of the people who want to be here are here, and we absolutely appreciate you, because that means you are here to support Dr. Wallach and his message for the foundation of optimal health. And what makes him so fantastic and so special is that he's been doing research for over 50 years on nutritional deficiencies in animals and humans. And he has found out that good health can be found through nutritional supplements and a very specific blend of vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and essential fatty acids called the 90 essential nutrients for life. And just quickly, a snapshot of Dr. Wallach. I know everybody here on the call has already had the opportunity to see and fall in love with him. But if you are new to this, we want you to make sure you have the opportunity to check out Dead Doctors Don't Lie, as well as The Audacity of Health. This amazing man does over 300 lectures a year. He's the author of over 18 books and has done over 75 scientific articles. He is a man on a mission and here to be, oh, let's just see, now it's not wanting to change on me. Okay, let's just see. Is it changing? So I was on a roll. Okay, but the biggest thing is that Dr. Wallach has connected over 900 different health problems directly to deficiencies, mineral deficiencies, to these 90 essential nutrients. And he talks about our bodies are desperate for nutrients any more than today, even more than today. So as you see, the problem is that we don't get enough nutrition from our food alone. And if you give your body what it needs, it does amazing things. And that is why we're here. We're here to talk about those 90 essential nutrients. It is our core products that we talk about. And these products have been carefully selected nutrients for your body that it needs to thrive, to feel its personal best. And so as you can see, the collection that we talk about in here, our solid foundation being our Tangy Tangerine, which is ultimate multivitamins and mineral supplement, energy boosting nutrients, probiotic, prebiotic for digestion, and it supports a healthy immune system, and it is made from organic plant derived whole foods. Everybody, who do you know is on multivitamins, and what other multivitamins are they out there? We know not all vitamins are created equal. And so what makes ours so special is the promise that we have in making it absorbable, making it the purity as well as the potency. We have our omegas in here as well as our calcium, magnesium, and D3. So these three fantastic products together creates our 90 for life. And Youngevity is founded by Dr. Wallach's son and daughter-in-law, Steve and Michelle Wallach. And this company has been around for over 25 years. And now there's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of vitamin nutrition companies out there. But what they don't have is Dr. Wallach. They don't have the plant-derived minerals. They don't have the focus on living younger, longer. They are not purpose-driven like we are, and they do not provide the premium products that gets results. And because of this, it has put us as a global company in over 14 countries, delivering to over 45 countries. And here's what I really wanted to share with everybody about the promise here. If you give me one quick sec. I actually pulled up for everybody. If you actually go to the Youngevity website, and you on the top bar, it actually has 90 for life. And if you actually click into that, this is the go-to place for anybody and any customer. And Gracie DeSensi did a great tip today on why and how she qualifies as a 300 Club member every month, and with new customers and new products, is by always talking and leading into the 90 for life. And so this website will bring up to you the promise. And so the promise in here is absorbable. Now I'm going to read this to you guys verbatim, is that if your body can't absorb nutrients, it can't benefit from them. We use an exclusive plant-based mineral complex that helps you absorb and use these nutrients. So when people say you usually pee out supplements, they're probably right, because most of those supplements are synthetic, and what makes ours so special is that they are plant-based mineral complex. The number two is the potency of it. We blend optimal and helpful amounts so you can feel great. And number three is the purity. Each ingredient is tested to adhere to our high standards for purity before we go to the manufacturer. And science, based on Dr. Wallach's research on why each body needs 90 nutrients to survive and thrive. And it is designed for you, because our Healthy Body Pack starts your journey. And our large product line means that you can create your own target custom program. And so in sharing all that with everybody, I just wanted to say that that is our promise. That is our core foundation. And so is our Healthy Body Pack. But we know that when we talk about targeted nutrition, how do we customize it for you? And so as we shared, we talked about back support with Craig White week 1. We talked about gut health week 2 with Gracie DeSensi. And today we are hitting the floor, ground running with great Karoline Thomas and Maria Lappas, sharing with us their passion and their experience for this detoxing your liver and what difference they've been able to make in the community around them. So I just love these two. I love what they're doing. And most importantly, I'm excited to share them with you. So without further ado, I am going to end this and call upon our fabulous duo, Karoline Thompson, to the floor. Welcome, Karoline.
Hey, Tracy. Thank you. Thanks for that.
We are so delighted to have you there, doll. Thank you for joining us. I know you got a great lineup to share with us. So why don't you first of all tell us about yourself, how you got started in this, and then give us these fantastic tips before you start sharing the screen.
Right. Well, I am just going to come in and start sharing, actually.
I hit the present. Nope, present.
That's the one.
Good girl.
There you go. Actually, well, I'll just do a couple of little introductions first, and then I'll just go in and have a quick, brief sort of story. So I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming tonight and listening to our call. Really appreciate you being here. And I'm just going to run through very quickly about what this call is going to look like. So I'm going to talk about some of the benefits of liver detoxing, you know, what the liver does. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, sort of the science behind it, but give a brief explanation of the protocol that we use. And then I'm going to introduce the gorgeous Maria, who will give us her amazing testimony on liver detoxing and what it has done for her. So yeah, just a little brief story about myself. Why am I here talking about liver detoxing? I did my first liver detox in I'm going to go there in 2020. To be honest, I had tried to do liver detoxing before many years ago, and it was very structured around sort of foods and meals and that kind of thing, and I just found it very time consuming, and to be honest, I didn't continue with it, and I just sort of put it on the back burner and didn't bother with that. It wasn't until I was introduced to Youngevity many years later that I saw the program that they ran, and I saw the results that people were getting, and I thought, this looks amazing. I was also doing my health coach certification at the same time, so I thought if I could combine the two, the detoxing and then being able to offer this to my clients, then that would be great. So long story short, I had amazing results on my first detox. So you can see sort of, I put some pictures here. So January 2020. So this was me when I was sort of doing all the right things or so. I thought this is before I knew about the good food, bad food list and all the things that I was doing and the way I thought I was eating healthily. But, you know, I made lots of changes since then. And so I was exercising 4 times a week, and I'd sort of plateaued. Didn't know why. I just didn't feel great, and I needed something. So June 2020, that was after my first detox, and it just felt amazing for me. It just felt right. My body really kind of just loved it. And so then March 2021 was my next detox. So now I detox twice a year. And so every 6 months, and I coach people on the detox as well. And then I have people who have already detoxed and just love it, and then will just say to me, I'm ready to do another one, and they'll just go off and do that themselves. So, you know, a bit of a mix of everything really. And sometimes I might do a group detox as well. So all depends, you know, and how we feel and the numbers. So some of the questions that I ask people when beforehand, maybe if they've come to me and they've got some health issues, or they're asking me about the liver detoxing, there's just a few things. I mean, there's many symptoms that can be related to an overburdened liver, but some of the sort of the big things are sort of chronic itching. So if you've got any skin conditions, obviously as well, it could be gut related, but muscle loss or fluid buildup in the belly, around the belly, weight gain, brain fog, you know, lack of focus, which is a big one, low energy and fatigue, and poor functioning immune system, and poor sleep. So these are some of the things that you know, a lot of people are experiencing nowadays, and these are some of the things that I will say to people. Then maybe have you thought about doing a liver detox? So I might even go back to that. So the liver, I'm just going to talk briefly about that. The liver actually has over 500, you know, roles. You probably sort of, you know, if you've seen that on Google or something, it has hundreds of roles it does. One of the main things is that it filters the blood, so it does filter toxins. It manufactures cholesterol for hormones. It filters the blood. It breaks down fat through, you know, with bile, and processes hemoglobin for use of its iron content. So it actually stores liver. So this is a really big one, you know, for me. So a lot of people, maybe if they've got low iron, or again, if they've got low energy, it's sort of often related. And, you know, I find that after they've done the 30-day liver detox, it's been amazing. They get a lot of energy from that. So in an ideal world, we would be watching our diet, exercising regularly, avoiding excessive alcohol, and doing all the right things, but let's be honest, it doesn't really happen, and most of us aren't doing those things as adults. So that's why a liver cleanse is beneficial. It can be done twice a year, and it can be done for people who don't have a gallbladder as well. In fact, it's very beneficial for people. So it just gives the body a great reset. So it's an excellent start to any health or weight loss program as well. So someone who might want to lose some weight, be a really good thing for them to start to kind of kickstart that health program and then go into whatever they want to do from there, because it encourages discipline and it helps to break down food associations as well. So the 30-day liver detox itself, we'll go into the protocol a little bit later, but it involves making dietary changes, but they're not too restrictive. So there's a suggested food list, which is really based around eating whole foods, sort of as close to nature as possible. So no processed foods, with gluten, dairy, packaged foods, that kind of thing. So there's a suggested food list that you get, so you know what to sort of choose from, and certainly if I'm working with someone, then I can help them with recipes as well. There is some fasting, and so on a couple of days on there, and we have day one, we have natural products that we use to flush and cleanse the liver. So some of the benefits, let's just run through some of the benefits of liver detoxing. So say it's aimed at detoxifying, purifying the liver, and we use herbal supplements and certain products to help to flush out those toxins. Number one, detoxification. So I do get asked a lot, why should I detox the liver when the function of the liver is to detox our body? And my answer is usually that, that might be in the way many hundreds of years ago, but nowadays we are bombarded with thousands and thousands of chemicals every day. The air that we breathe, the products that we put on our skin, the additives in our food, the GMO, and basically, the liver has a lot more to deal with nowadays than what it ever had to do. So when you detox, you're like almost giving it a little holiday and you're putting it back on track. It's a bit of a relief, and it's able to sort of get back on track to what it likes to do. The liver regeneration. The program involves some fasting days, as I said, and fasting is a really wonderful healing practice for the body and for the liver. So when you're sort of eating and digesting, you're using a lot of energy. So when you're fasting, your body goes into breaking down fat for energy rather than sugar, which is a much more efficient way of burning of creating energy. So that's, it's able to, obviously, once it's our everyday sort of things that it does is digest, but when you're no longer having to think about that, it kind of says, okay, I can get on and do all the other jobs that I need to do, such as healing and recovering, and it will clear out old dead cells, it will reduce inflammation, and it really just does a lot of things that it would otherwise be concentrating on when we're kind of putting food in for, so many times a day. Because a lot of us, we don't just stick to our 3 meals, we might be sort of snacking as well throughout the day. We don't realise how much of a burden that is actually on our system. So, food, digestion, cleansing process of during the liver detox helps to scrub out the bowels. There's various products that we use that will help to flush the system. And as I say, sort of certainly on day 1 and day 2, you're kind of very much concentrating on that sort of flushing and cleansing the liver. So, you know, there will be quite a few bowel movements and everything throughout on those particular days. And then some days when you're fasting as well, you might find that. So, you know, there's very much there's a real sort of cleansing action going on, but also it's that whole sort of cleansing, it helps to improve the gut bacteria, which leads to less bloating, improved immune support as well. So a lot of people might know this, but your majority of your serotonin is actually produced in your gut. And one of the things that I felt when I was on my detox, and still do, and I know that Tracy just alluded to this before, was when you're detoxing, your mood is really improved. Not only do you have that energy, but you have this great intense happy mood, because you know your serotonin's flowing and you just feel amazing. So you know, it's just shows you what's all the good things that are going on in your gut when you're going through this process. Number 4, as I say, increased energy and vitality. You're eating clean foods on this detox, so no processed foods, eating a lot of vegetables, mainly green vegetables, mainly things that have less sugar in them. Sort of towards the end of the detox, you can actually introduce more coloured veggies and fruits, but sort of at the start, it's mainly sort of green veggies and fruits. And as I say, you're doing some intermittent fasting as well. So you're mainly having a protein shake in the evening. So you sort of have your meals pretty much in the morning and at lunchtime. And then in the evening, you have a shake, meal replacement shake. Now you can move that around depending on what you need to do. But, you know, that's, I mean, things happening throughout those 30 days. But, you know, that's pretty much the structure of it. And as I say, your body is able to burn fat rather than sugar, which is really efficient. And skin health. So one of the things that you will find is that your skin will improve and look a lot better. So maybe if you've had any skin conditions, they will clear up. One of the things that I noticed, so before I did my liver detox, I had a rash on my body. I was trying to get rid of it using topical creams and kind of didn't really know that it was also gut related, and so it had to come from within. And after I did my first detox, the rash went away, and it's never come back. I've never had an issue with it. So, you know, again, these are all the things that you will find, just the little things that just kind of all go into the benefits of liver detoxing. And probably the big one, and one of the main ones for a lot of people, is weight loss. So people come to me and say that they want to lose X amount or to release X amount of kilos. You know, they've got maybe holiday season coming up, or they've got a holiday or something. So I do find in my experience, majority of people will release between 4 to 9 kilos in a 30-day liver detox. Depending on the individual, everyone's different. So I've had some fabulous results, and then, as I say, but you know, if you're doing this twice a year, then that's huge. It makes a big difference to weight and to your health in general. So, you know, I think that's possibly one of the things that people concentrate on. Although you can do this detox and not, even if you don't want to lose weight, and there are things that you can do otherwise, you know. So don't think it is purely if you're quite slim build and you think I don't want to lose any more weight, but I still want to have all the other benefits of this liver detox, and certainly don't rule this out, because there are things that you can do regarding meal wise and sort of making sure you're still getting those calories. So these are some of the products that are on the program that we use. And so I think the main one here I'm going to start with is the Liver Pure, which is the one in the middle. Now, this is our day 1 and day 2. So this would be our main flush and clean. So we have the liver prep and the liver clean. And so on day 1, what you would do, and you do get a planner So I don't think anyone can see that at all. So so you get a 30-day planner in the box, and you know exactly what you're doing on each day. But on day one, you would stop eating and drinking at 2 o'clock, and then you would prepare the liver prep, and then you'd have some of the liver prep at 6 o'clock. Then you'd have some more of the liver prep at 8 o'clock, and then at 10 o'clock you would have your liver clean, and then you would go straight to bed, lay down on your right side, and basically, you know, wait for things to happen. So you might get some movement once you start taking the liver prep. You might not. You might get some movement after the liver clean. You might not. And so I usually say to people, just be close to a bathroom or home at least on day 2, because you just want to feel comfortable. You want to be able to sort of just feel relaxed in that area. So you may not have any movement. You know, I've had people who've done this clean and they've not had movement for days. So again, everyone is different. It doesn't mean it's not working. It still is working, and certainly after a few days, you know, that train's kind of moving, and they certainly get those benefits of the cleanse. So they're your day. That's your sort of primary day clean. You do have your Truzymes, which is your enzyme, and you take 2 of those a day, and they are metabolic and digestive. So you take one on an empty stomach first of all when you wake up. They help to fight inflammation. You take another one when you have your meal at lunchtime, and then they will work digestively. And people take enzymes. Enzymes are amazing to take anyway, and a lot of people will still take this product after the detox to help absorption. And, you know, sort of we are what we absorb, and certainly it will help to absorb those nutrients in the food that when we're eating. We do have the True Cleanse as well. Again, this is part of the detox, which is it's a blend of alkaline cleansing ingredients. So you'll have these when you are fasting. So you have measured out of these sticks, and they have antioxidants as well that support the detox and flush of the body with nutrients. So when you're fasting, you are not eating. You might not be having calories as such. You are still getting that nutrition, and certainly you can take the 90. You will be taking the 90 throughout this as well. So you're getting those nutrients in, and you're getting the True Cleanse with the antioxidants and the cleansing ingredients. And so you know it's not like you're starving your body. You're drinking plenty of fluids as well, and you'll be surprised at how well your body responds when it's on those products. There's a detox tea, which is a lovely sweetish tea that you can have at night. And this is a powerful blend of herbs and botanicals. And it cleanses the system. It includes senolin, which has laxative properties. So again, this is another product that people love to take after the detox. So you can have it in the evening. Just be prepared. The longer you leave the bag in, the stronger the benefits will be in the morning. But that really does help to cleanse as well in the morning. And then there's a couple of other things we've got, so these ones here, so your True Cleanse, your Detox Tea, your Liver Pure, and your shake, which we're not showing. So people might have their own shake, but we have amazing shakes here that we use. You know, just make sure there's no synthetics or fillers. They've got at least around 20 grams of protein, so they're going to help to sort of be a real meal replacement. So those would be your main detox products. And then the 3 here, we're more like a maintenance product. So the daily digest will target the gut. Take those, they come in little packs, and there's 13 packs, and they target the gut, intestinal lining, and microbiome. So 1 pack is 4 capsules, and it's for cleansing, immune support, and a healthy microbiome. So they're really good, again, to keep going, to take those as a maintenance product. The Pollen Burst is a product for the liver. Now, This has organically grown pollen, and it has the sort of the allergic part of the pollen removed. So, you know, people can take this if they're allergic, have allergies or anything. It has a powerful antioxidant. It's got SOD in this one. So it's really, it's a fantastic product to take all the time. And again, to sort of to support that liver and, you know, certainly people would continue to take that one after the detox. And then we also have our Good Herbs range, which is the tincture, which is our liver and gallbladder health. And this one helps to support natural blood flow, which is, you know, one of the main functions of the liver is to filter the blood and have a healthy blood. So they would be your products that you would use. And, you know, not all of them you would need, but certainly there's some that you can have afterwards. And of course, the 90, you want to continue with the 90 for life and making sure you're getting all of those essential nutrients. So that's the lowdown on the detox and what's involved. And now I'm going to pass it over to the fabulous Maria, and who is going to give us her testimony. I'm going to stop sharing. And I'll go over to Maria so we can hear about. So Maria is actually, as we are at the moment, Maria is actually detoxing at the moment. And Maria, I was introduced to Maria through another fabulous woman called Angela. And so they both did their detox together. And I think Maria's now on a second detox. And so she is, as we speak, so she'll be able to really give you sort of a bit of a lowdown on how she's feeling and those benefits. So over to you, Maria.
I just unmuted her. Asked to unmute. Maria.
Hello.
There she is.
All right, we're on. So I'm Maria, and as you can see behind me, I'm the biggest advocate for Youngevity. I've literally have become, it's my new obsession. Only because when you're obsessed with something, because you know it works, it suits you, and you love it. And I just want to thank the team that you have heard that have brought me upon this Youngevity journey, and I don't regret it one bit. Like I said, I'm a huge advocate. It's transformed my life in so many ways, in a positive way, in a physical way, in a mental way. And it has also impacted my family also, which has been amazing. As the days are going, now my second detox that I'm doing at the moment, Karoline had said, you can actually do it twice a year, and I said, yeah, I'm actually missing this detox journey. As hard as it may seem, it actually isn't hard at all. It's all really much a mind thing. When a lot of my clients have gone through the detox, they've just said, Maria, I really thought it was actually really hard, but it's not. And the results are so positive. And like Darcy had said, the potency through Youngevity and the minerals and how organic it is, your body will receive it very quickly. So how I began this amazing liver detox journey was through a wonderful girl, Angela, that's part of the program too. She's the one that's been a huge advocate for me and a huge supporter. So I sat down with her one day, our girls were playing soccer together, and she goes, oh, how are you feeling? How's life going with you, Maria? And I said, look, I'm not really well. I've struggled with fatigue, with body pains, with swelling through my body, iron deficiency, asthma, allergies, you name it. I had it when I met her. And she goes, you know what? A group of mum of us are going to do a liver detox. Do you want to join? And I said, you know what? At this moment, I will try anything. So give it to me. And so within a couple of weeks, We went through this whole journey with the liver detox. It's an amazing community. When you do it with a bunch of women or men or whoever it is, it's a great support system because you all share the experience, how you're feeling day by day. And I have to say that on the first day, it was hard. I'm not going to lie. It was a tough day for me, only because I didn't know what to expect. The unknown is a huge fear thing for me, and I'd like to know what's going to happen, but this time I didn't know what to expect. So the first day was a bit of a tough one. And as Karoline had mentioned, the first day you take this drink, and I took it, and it wasn't pleasant, but I knew it was going to do good for me. And obviously the journey had gone through there. On the second day, after I detoxified my body, which was not quite pleasant, but it was an experience. It's the second day I instantly felt a huge change. That change was that my sinuses started to unblock. I can actually breathe on my left sinus. The inflammation in my hands started disappearing. I had quite engorged glands that not even my GP could treat it. She didn't understand why I had such engorged glands. Maybe because I was overtired, or I was trying to beat a virus, whatever it was, these glands weren't going down. So, and then my asthma started subsiding, so I could actually breathe better. I could sleep better. And the best thing about it is that brain fog that us women have constantly sometimes during the days that we just can't think or concentrate clearly, my brain fog had disappeared on the second day. And with a lot of my clients are also experiencing the same thing very quickly. And so my weeks went on, and I went by what Angela and Karoline had put a little nice, amazing program together on what you could eat, and what times you can eat. It was very simple and easy to follow. So my 30 days had completed, and I felt amazing. The transformation that people were looking, going, what have you done? I had instantly lost about 8 kilos. Actually, within the 8th day, I had lost 8 kilos. So I was losing a kilo a day. And that wasn't just because I was obviously excessive with my weight, but also the fluid retention that I was retaining. My body was in overdrive with all the chemicals, with all the drugs that I was taking, Panadol, Nurofen, antibiotics, everything that I'd pumped my liver with, it had flushed out of my system. And now my body is at full operation. And I couldn't believe the results, and people couldn't believe the results. So by me walking around with confidence, with energy, with a boost of, look what I've done, you can do the same thing. I'm a full-time mum, I'm a full-time worker, I run my own business, and I don't stop. But you can do this program very, very easily, and you'll see the results, and your body will love you for it. Also, with conjunction with the liver detox, you can also do the 90 for life. I didn't do the 90 for life for the 30 days, but I started after the 30 days, I began my 90 for life program, and I loved it. And the great thing about it was that it actually kept my weight off, but it also gave me another boost of energy. And my body movement with the osteo, also part of the 90 for life, helped me with my back, because I suffer from a lot of back pain. I'm on my feet for many, many hours of the day. My feet weren't even hurting. And also the best thing about it was I was getting a nice, amazing, beautiful sleep. So what your body is receiving is pure minerals, vitamins, antioxidants, all the vitamins that our body is lacking, we are receiving it. And the potency through it is amazing. Why? Because within the matter of days when I was doing the liver detox, and within the matter of days when I was doing the 90 for life, I saw instant results. A lot of the product that we buy out in the chemist, we're not getting the results that we're needing. And that's why people lose faith in the product. But from all my clients and from all the results that I've seen in my family, through my children, my husband, my mother, my father, and also my clients from work are taking it, and they see amazing results. So I can't begin to explain how amazing this is and what it's done to my life. Now that I'm doing the second round of the liver detox, it's a lot easier. I've lost another 8 kilos. So in total, I've lost 16 kilos And that is remarkable for my body, because I never thought I could feel so young, so light on my feet. And the best thing is that people are seeing the results and they want to be a part of it. And I'm speaking truthfully, this is what actually works. So I thank the team, Youngevity, for just changing my life completely. So that is my testimony. And like I said, if anyone needs to reach out or know more about this for our journey personally, just reach out.
Maria, thank you. Thank you. You and Karoline are an absolute inspiration to us all. We so appreciate that. And I just really want to pick up the success of this. This is what I got out of it. You ready? The success of this is the supported products, the supported people, a strategy that comes with side effects that are going to give you energy, extreme focus, and bouncing off the walls. And you just happen to have lost some weight along the way and got feeling much better. I don't know about you, but to me, that definitely is I'm not going to say the word cure, but it's definitely a path to better health for sure. So thank you so much for sharing that. Before I actually wrap this up, I just wanted to say December is the month for detoxing. We are featuring in our newsletter coming up on the 1st or the 2nd. It comes out in December. It's going to have a blog featured on detoxing as well. We're going to make sure everybody that is registered for this recording is going to be registered for this event is going to get a recording of today. Please share it. I see those of you that are on here. We appreciate you guys showing up. This event is every Tuesday night at the same time, same location, but you do need to be registered to not only get the link, but to get the recording. But it's the same link. So FYI to those of you listening, just save this link. You know, you can just share this link. And our next week's speaker happens to be on low tox living. And we got Heather McGretchen. She's going to be sharing on low tox living. She did an amazing, amazing testimony and share in the Gold Coast. So we've asked her to do that. So as I wrap this up, want to say a special thank you. I'm going to turn the recording off and then we'll ask some questions. So again, thanks everybody for doing that. We so appreciate it. And you guys are making an absolute difference.